I'm going to be ranking every gun in the game since they've all been reworked. And I'm going to be giving my opinion on where I believe every gun belongs on a tier list scale. And if my opinion is not enough, you don't care about my opinion, by the end of the video, I've also gotten some of the best players for every device to give me their own rankings as well. Just in case you don't mess with my opinions. There's all these videos of the best fruit tier list, but no one has told you what is currently the best guns to be using in Blox Fruits. In this last update that came out, every gun has gotten a revamp. And with the new Dragonstorm minigun in the game, I think Blox is really starting to make a turn for favoring guns a lot more. I mean, think about it. Come on, there's 40 swords in the game in Blox Fruits that you can earn, but there's only 14 guns that you can earn. There's quite an imbalance. So that's my reason. But anyways, let's get started. All right, here's our lovey-dovey tier list. We have every gun added, and we're gonna be starting with the Acidium rifle because that's the first one we see. Now here's the thing about the Acidium rifle. This gun actually didn't get too many changes. I mean, the main reason this gun hasn't gotten too many changes like mechanic wise is because a lot of players before the big update did not want this gun to be changed at all because this gun was really favored in the PvP community. So the devs took note of that and kept it mostly the same. The main thing that's really different is just the VFX. Like, look at that cool thing. You can just shoot farts at people with the M1s. The only downside to the new Acidium rifle is that with the M1s, it kind of feels like there's like a slower, I don't know, it kind of feels like there's like you have to wait a little bit longer between each M1. Does it? I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging. But for the most part, it's pretty much the same. And because it's the same, because it's really favored in the PvP community, this is actually gonna go up in the A tier. Listen, you might think the skills are bland, but trust me, in PvP, you will learn that this gun is a force to be reckoned with. Next up, we have the bazooka. The bazooka is actually pretty nice. I like the new model, bro. The new model actually looks really fresh. But how about the skills? How good is it in PvP? Well, let's see. I mean, pretty basic. Oh, wait, hold on. So what happens if I use the Z? He doesn't even get knocked back that far. Okay, that's not bad. How about the X? Ah, okay. I think this is pretty basic. It doesn't really do anything special when you hit them. You gotta just have aim and shoot them properly. How about the M1? The M1 actually, whoa, that M1 does the most damage, 4,000, and it knocks them back a little. The M1 does more damage than the skills. Okay. Well, even with that in mind, I honestly, like, I can't see myself using this too much in PvP. Like, I can hardly see myself doing this. But when I'm like trying to grind mobs, I guess when I'm doing PvE content and I'm trying to level up, it does hit multiple enemies at once. So I guess that's pretty good. The damage is there. But for me, it's going in the D tier. Next up, we have the Bizarre Rifle. Listen, previously, this was the Bizarre, what was it? Bizarre Revolver now. Before it was called the Bizarre Rifle, I think. I'm starting to forget a lot of things lately. I don't know what's going on. But look at this thing. Look how fast you can shoot the M1s. 1, 2, 3. Boom. There's a special effect on the third M1 before it reloads. And at this level, you could do 6,291 damage with max mastery at least. And how about the looks? It looks cool. It's based off the Portal Fruit, which aesthetic wise, I think is dope. But how about the skills? All right. Oh, that looks dope. That looks sick. Damn, okay. I'm pretty sure with the Z skill, there's like some auto tracking. So even if you don't aim directly at the enemy like this, I'm gonna aim slightly above. Still gonna hit him. Wait, how far can I go? That's crazy. I just aimed so far away. Nah, okay, that's kind of busted. That is, I don't know. That's weird. How about the X? Okay, the X is not bad. I'm not a fan of it, but let me try that again. I don't like, the thing is, I don't like all the camera shake. There's a lot going on, but the Z skill is goated because I don't got good aim. And for that reason, I think I'm gonna put Bizarre Rifle at B tier. Listen, I'm putting it below Acidium Rifle because I know how this demon gun could be used in PvP. Next up is the Cannon. The Cannon, I don't really have all that hopes for this. The model looks pretty good. It's way better than the last model. How about the M1s? Wow, okay. Just a giant meatball shooting at them. How about the Z skill? Oh, does it do anything? Oh, it's just like a hook. What's the range like? Hey, that range is not that bad. Now, how about the X skill? I would think this gun is actually a little bit better than the bazooka, quite frankly. I am actually gonna be putting this at the C tier, above the bazooka. I just feel like it has more knockbacks, more utility. I don't know, something about it. Next up is the flintlock. You get this in the first C, so I'm not expecting a whole lot, but let's see the M1s. Okay, that's a cool reload. Look at that. Look how swagged out I am. Now, how about the Z skill? Oh, I feel like a cowboy in the West. Pretty basic. Is there like any aim assist? Nope, there's not. How about the X skill? Oh, that's pretty cool. There's no aim assist, but it's like the range is pretty big, so it still hits them. Like I can aim like slightly to the left, it'll hit them a bit. That's pretty good for a first C gun. I might actually put this in the D tier, but above the bazooka. Bazooka is still pretty trash. Next up is the kabucha. Listen, if you know me, I love the kabucha. I don't know why. It's just when you hit the combo properly, it's very satisfying. It feels really rewarding. First, let's talk about the M1s. I really like the new aesthetics of this gun. It's all birdie, it has feathers, it's very cool. I love the colors on it. The M1s, look, you're just shooting feathers at people. And look how fast it is, bro. I can basically spam this. Now, how about the Z skill? Oh man, look at that VFX. Yeah, that looks crazy. The thing about the Z skill, I like how it knocks them up in the air. So that way I could probably line up an attack like that, which leads me into the X skill. This is the X skill, the Dragon Tempest. Okay, it looks pretty cool. I don't know where the training dummy's going. Basically, he just knocks them back, kind of like the old kabucha. Skills are pretty much the same, except for the Z skill. And for me, personally, guys, I'm putting this in the A tier. Listen, you're gonna think I'm crazy. You're gonna think I'm stupid. I'm gonna say it falls a little bit shorter than the Acidium rifle, personally. Actually, no, we're putting this above the Acidium rifle. This is an A tier weapon for me, an A tier gun. But next, we have the Magma Blaster. Wow, it's basically a shotgun. Look how cool that is. These are the M1s. It's a little bit slow. Damn, that's actually that's quite slow. How about the Z skill? Okay, only 2,000 damage? What? I think that's like the lowest amount of damage I've seen on a gun skill yet. All right, how about the X? Oh, holy crap. When you get all those hits off, it does a lot. Maybe that makes up for it a little bit, but it's kind of like people can easily escape that in PvP. I don't know. For me, this is going, I'm putting this above the cannon, but in the C tier. Next is the musket. All right, the musket. I don't know. Something about this gun is pretty funny to me. The fact that you can hold it like a real gun in the real world, I don't know. It's a little bit silly. This is also a first C weapon, so I'm not expecting too much. I mean, look at the mastery requirements, 20 and 50. That's nothing at all. But how about the M1s? Okay. All right. Pretty long reload, but I mean, it's a first C weapon. How about the skills? Oh, look at that. I'm like a soldier. Wow. How about the X? Ooh, hello. Look at that. Wow. This is also a D tier. This actually might be the worst one yet. Actually, nah, this is going to F tier. This is kind of dookie. Next up is the dual flintlocks. Now, I don't know if you guys seen this one in the trailers, but if you're new, if you haven't seen this before, this gun is pretty dope. Starting with the M1s, it shoots twice, does a cool reload. It's pretty quick to fire. I really like the reload. It's kind of like a fidget spinner kind of thing where you can like stim and like just keep watching yourself reload. Do you guys get what I mean? Next, we have the Z skill. Ooh, look at that. And the thing about the Z skill, I really like how it at least moves them. It helps you line up your next skill for your next for your combo. You know what I mean? And this is the X skill. Look at that. As long as you hold down the skill, you're Gucci. Because if you tap it once, it only does that much. But listen, you can line up these two skills. If you just do this, you'll drag them close to you, and then you could use the X skill. And then if you have good aim, like I don't, you can hit them with the M1s. It's kind of combo fulfilling in by itself. And because of that, I'm gonna put this actually B tier. below the Bizarre Rifle. I know what you're thinking. Ooze off. How? What do you mean? Listen, it's a first C weapon. You only need 30 mastery, 120 mastery for the second skill. You don't need a whole lot to do pretty crazy things with it. Next up is the slingshot. Oh, actually, the refined slingshot. Actually, before that, let's go over the regular slingshot first. For the regular slingshot, the most basic gun in the game. Will this end up being the worst gun yet? Let's see. We have the M1s, which is the lowest damage. Like I fired 6 shots, it only does 3,000 damage at this level. It's fast, but it doesn't do a lot of damage at all. I mean, it's a common tier. Come on, give it a break. It's the first gun you get in the game. But we now have 2 entirely new skills. One is the ink bomb. You're holding an octopus, a squid. I don't even know what it's doing. I don't want to know what it's doing. But once you let it go, it kind of holds them in place. I don't know if you saw that. There's like a tentacle wrapped around it and it holds them back. I don't have a player with me, but if it tries to escape, that squid will pull that player back. I'm pretty sure. Next up is the proximity bomb. We have this tiny grenade. Let's shoot it. Wow, that damage sucks too. The thing about this one I like is like, it doesn't explode right away unless someone gets near it. If I shoot it at this guy, it only explodes when it gets near an enemy, but practically it's not good. But how about the refined slingshot? Does the refined slingshot get better? It is a rare tier, so let's see. Oh, by the way, I do have some of these guns upgraded, so the damages might be a little bit off. Sorry about that. But let's see about the M1s. The M1s, I think the M1s are doubled in damage for the refined slingshot, and the mastery requirement is pretty low too. Ink swarm, let's see it. Ah, now we have a pink octopus. And he's still trapped. Oh, but this time it releases mini octopuses. Oh wait, I think the enemies have to latch onto these. So if he walks over them, he's gonna get stickied and I'm gonna be healed. And he still takes damage over time. That is a pretty big upgrade from the last slingshot. And how about the cluster bomb? Oh, whoa, wait. Oh, it has like a after effect damage, but the thing is he gets knocked back outside of the additional explosives, so it's kind of useless. I mean, if it always does that, I think it's definitely better, but because of that Z ability, I don't know. It's gonna go on top of D tier because who's really gonna walk into all those octopuses and really heal you? We're down to the final 3. Next up is the serpent bow. I remember when I was testing this weapon, this actually was one of my favorite ones, to be honest, because just in general, how the weapon looks and like the skills, I really liked it. Like, look at it. Look at the detail in that weapon. These little slithery, ugly things are moving. They're alive. And I really like the VFX too. Like, look at the M1s. All right, so if I shoot one, it does 900 initial damage and it does tick damage for like, I don't know, poison damage. Pretty cool, pretty cool. But how about the Z skill? That's, oh, yo, did you see that? Wait, hold on. These VFX are dope. I think Shafi did this. I actually don't remember who did these, but if you hit the player initially, it'll do a second attack and pathfind them, meaning it'll go to wherever they are, even if they get knocked back. So it's a guaranteed second hit. But how about the serpent bite skill? Wow, look at this. I mean, like, it looks cool, but what's the hitbox? So if I aim here, oh, it shoots 3 little things, 3 little snakes. Interesting. I will say it does hold them in place. So if I hit them with the X, it holds them still, so I can use my Z skill. That actually, that's not that bad. It does stun them. That's actually a good thing. I'm gonna say that's a good thing. Let's actually put that. Oh, that's actually. It's definitely not an S tier. I don't know if it's an A tier. I must say, in my opinion, this is a little bit better than the city rifle, only because I really like the X skill, how it just stuns them. If you hit that X skill, if you have the good aim, that's basically another free hit for extra big damage. Next up is the soul guitar. Oh wait, no, skull guitar. I forgot they changed the name. There's nothing really different about this. It's a mythical tier. It's the only mythical gun in the game so far, which is kind of surprising because I thought the Dragon Storm was gonna become a mythical because of how crazy it is. But you know, it's block shirts. These are the skills. The Soul Shaker. It's kind of like Kabucha's Z skill in a way. How did I not hit that? How did I not hit that? There we go. It's basically that. The main thing that makes this gun really different from the rest of them is the X skill and the M1s. The M1s have a huge hitbox and they do decent damage, so you don't really have to aim that much to be able to hit somebody with these. And the X skill, look at this. Warning, these are really big flashing lights. This is basically a giant flashbang for your enemy, and it stuns them. If you didn't see it, look at the red mark. He gets stunned, he gets lifted into the air, and that way I can hit him with another attack. Pretty OP. But nothing really changed with this gun except the model. I really like the new model. It's like an actual guitar now. Pretty dope. I'm like a rock star. This will be an S tier for me. It's a mythical. It makes sense to me. This is my opinion. It's way better than the other guns. It's annoying to fight against. But now for the final gun, the Dragon Storm. This gun actually surprised me. I didn't expect this to be just a legendary. I thought it was gonna be a mythical. But look at this thing. Listen, I'm not glazing because this is from my dojo. You get it in the 3rd C. But look at this thing. It's a machine gun, bro. Look at the model. I think one of the coolest things about this gun is the M1. This is the first ever gun with a holdable M1. So what I mean is that you can hold your M1, your mouse 1 button, and it'll shoot like a real minigun. Look at that damage, bro. That is ridiculous. It doesn't stun too much, so it's not like atrocious in PvP. It's not like they can escape that. They can avoid the M1s. But even still, it's pretty darn cool. But now for the skills, the Draconic Cascade. The fun thing about this Z skill is that there's 2 versions. This is the first version, the ground version. A little attention to detail. Look at the spinning rod at the front of the gun. Wow, look how cool that is. All right, anyways, here's the ground Z. Some giant lava fire snake comes out the ground and eats them. That's terrifying, bro. And now for the second version of the skill, the air Z. If you hold down the skill, you get a really cool effect and you do that. It has a little bit of auto tracking too. So if they're running, as long as you have your mouse over them, it will follow them and hit them. I don't have a live player to show you that, but just take my word for it. And next, the Infernal Comet, the X skill. Let's see it. Damn, I hit that man so hard that he respawned and bounced back even further. It's a pretty basic skill. We just did it again. The crazy thing about this skill is that it has a pretty long range. Like, see how far that goes? Hold on, let me go all the way over here. It goes really far. So that's why I will be putting the Dragon Storm in the very top place, S tier. So these are my final results. We got the Dragon Storm and the Soul Guitar in the S tier. We got the Kabucha Venom Bow, Acidium Rifle in the A tier, Bizarre Rifle and Dual Flintlocks in the B tier, Magma Shotgun and the Cannon in the C tier, a Refined Slingshot, regular Flintlock, and Bazooka in the D tier. And in the F tier, we have the musket and the slingshot, the regular slingshot. What do you think about my list? Is it accurate? Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? Let me know in the comments below. But we're not done yet. I told you guys, I also got 3 of the best PvPers, one from every playable device, to give me their rankings. And we're gonna be reviewing them today. Starting with the best mobile player that I know, Swiftly Sky. This is what Swiftly Sky gave us. Swiftly Sky put nothing in D or F tier, but instead put Flintlock, Bazooka, what is that? That one, musket, sling, and both slingshots in the C tier. Dual Flintlocks, surprisingly, in the B tier. Cannon in the B tier. Dragon Storm in the A tier? What? Serpent Bone Kabucha in the S tier? What? Hold on, I'm really curious. I did ask them to give me reasons why they put certain things in their list. So this is what Swiftly Sky said. A little extra notes. Kabucha and Venom Bow is really meta right now, and it's currently one of the best in game. Really? I did not know that. The reason why Bizarre Rifle got placed in A is because both skills break Ken and is quite OP. The only cons of this gun is that it got a really low combo potential. Oh, so that's a good thing to know. I forgot about the observation breaking. So if you don't know, if you're a new player, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, you can unlock this skill called observation. And you can basically dodge attacks like this, but some skills in the game can just completely wipe those out and avoid those. And apparently both Bizarre Rifle skills break those. So meaning you can't dodge these skills, which is kind of busted now that I'm thinking about it. And his final note, even though Magma Blaster is only a rare rarity gun, Magma Blaster got placed at A because it has the highest damage gun skill. Really OP if combined with Blacksmith upgrade plus scroll enchants. Ah, okay. I didn't think about that. So if you upgrade a weapon and put enchants on it, it could be really strong. So I guess even the worst weapon could be really good if you put the right upgrades and enchants on it. Wow, learn something new every day. Well, that is the best mobile player that I know's opinions and what he says. How about the best console player? And for this guy, I asked none other than Ocurves. He's the best guy I know. We got Soul Guitar, Dragonstorm, and Acidium Rifle in S tier, Bazooka in B. I'm starting to see a pattern where Soul Guitar and Dragonstorm are really high up. So is Kabucha, Serpent Bow, and Bizarre Rifle actually, and Acidium Rifle, which kind of makes sense. But he put dual flintlocks in A tier. Okay, interesting. Unfortunately for us, he gave us a big yap session about why he put everything in certain slots. So if you want to pause the video and read that, go right ahead. But basically, I'm actually interested to see why he put dual flintlocks so high. More of a close range gun, good range M1s. X is one of the best gun stuns, and it's fun to use. But he put that in A tier because it's fun to use. What did he have to say about the Dragonstorm? Amazing range, Gatling gun style M1s. Z has the best auto aim out of all the guns. Z has 2 styles, good AoE, fun to use. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Oh, he actually put another note. Actually, after testing it out a bit, Acidium Rifle could be bumped down to A, since a lot of people were saying it's different than before. Ah, okay. Well, thanks, Ocurves. And for the final person, we got in Fur999 to give us a tier list of the best guns in Bloxburg. If you don't know who Fur is, she's basically the best PvPer or the YouTuber PvPer in the game, as far as I'm aware. And she actually gave us a rating. Let's see what she put. So Fur put Soul Guitar, Dragonstorm in S, Kabucha's Venom Bow, Bizarre Rifle, Acidium Rifle, and Magma Blaster in A. Wait, actually, I think Fur forgot some guns. There's only 10 here. You're missing 4 guns. You didn't put dual flintlock. All right, whatever. Pretty solid list. I guess Magma Blaster is actually better than I thought. Let's see what she said. Haven't tried out the new guns that much, and some notes. Skull Guitar is the best support gun, and Dragonstorm is the best gun main. Kabucha and Serpent Bow are really good for support too. And I think Acidium Rifle was kind of better before the update. Really? Wow. Well, thanks, Fur. You kind of forgot some guns there, but I guess that's all right. So that is my opinion on the best guns in the game, along with the 3 best PvPers I know from mobile, console, PC, and what they believed was the best guns. A very repeating pattern I noticed is that the Soul Guitar and the Dragonstorm is in the S tier. So I think it's safe to say that those are the best guns in the game right now. If you're a new player, I would say try getting the dual flintlocks. People are saying that's pretty good. You can get that in the first seat for 65,000 cash. You get that the Marine Fortress from the advanced weapon dealer. It's pretty easy. But yeah, that's the gun tier list. What is your favorite gun? Is there anything from these lists that you actually agree or disagree with? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys like this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.